We will begin with a Shanti mantra from the Upanishads. Om Tat Samyora Vranimahe Gatum Yajnaya Gatum Yajnapataye Devi Swastirastunaha Swastirmanushebhyah Urdhvam Jigatu Deshayam Shanno Astu Dvipade Sanchatushpade Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We pray to the Divine Lord to enable us to sing and chant His glories and names during the worship sacrifices. May He bestow His grace upon us all. May the rains pour in time so that medicinal herbs can grow and be effective in curing diseases. May all human beings be happy. May all animals and plants also be happy in the whole of creation. May the Supreme Lord bestow His grace upon us all. Om Peace. Peace be within us all. Adhyatmika Shanti. Peace and harmony be among most beings. Adibhautika Shanti. Peace be there everywhere in the whole of nature. Adidayika Shanti. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Girim Yakripatamam Vande Paramanandamadhavam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I offer my loving salutations to the blissful Lord Madhava, by whose grace even the mute can become eloquent and the lame can cross over mountains and reach his goal. May the Lord Madhava bestow His grace upon us all. Om Peace. Peace be within us all. Peace and harmony be amongst all beings. And peace be everywhere in the whole of nature. My humble salutation, namaskar to all of you, Sajjanas who have assembled here. I am very happy to be here in this most wonderful home where Sattvic atmosphere prevails due to the constant bhajans, kirtans and spiritual activities going on here every week. It's a good fortune for me to be here in the midst of you all, Satvika Sajjanas, to share my few humble thoughts. I am not a Vedic scholar, I am not a scholar of philosophy. I had the good fortune of studying a few small things at the feet of my Guru, Swami Brahmarupananda Bhashyamidhi Maharaj in Chicago many years ago. And whatever little I learned, and whatever little still less I understood, I am going to place before you. My name is Swami Brahmarupananda, and I have been in this country for a very long time. I came to this country in 1970. At that time, I had no idea that I will go to sannyasa ashrama. I had no idea. I came with entirely different objectives to study, to go to graduate school, all of which I did, employed one, and then my Guru said, you have to come and join the ashrama. I left my job and went to the ashrama. There is a place called Vivekananda Monastery in Ganges, Michigan, then if you may know. I joined there, so I am here by the grace of the Lord. Sundaravalli has suggested that I speak about devotion. What can I tell you about devotion? You are all devotees of God yourself, practicing devotion actually. But our dharma requires that when we go to somebody's house, we should spend some time in Vedanta Chintanam, thinking about the ideals, spiritual ideals of life, and remembering the teachings of our ancient rishis. These sublime teachings which have come down to us through unbroken lineage of teachers, students, Guru Parampara, that we have to continue. That is our dharma. So in keeping with that, I am going to share a few humble thoughts with you. There are many ways to reach the highest goal of life, moksha. 4 purusharthas are mentioned in our scriptures by our sages. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Moksha is the highest goal, supreme goal of life. And many different paths have been shown to us by the ancient rishis. Depending upon our temperament, our ability, our resources, we can follow the path which is best suited to us. And which of the paths is best suited to us to determine we need the help of a guru. So in Hindu Dharma, which is really called Sanatana Dharma, there is a very important place for having a spiritual guru who leads, guides us along the spiritual path. In the Upanishads, the importance of guru has been highlighted, and other scriptures and other sages, teachers have also emphasized the importance of having a guru to guide us in our spiritual life. In the Chandogya Upanishad, most of you have heard the story of Satyakama. Satyakama went to a Gurukulam, as was the custom those days. He was a young boy, 9 years old boy. And when he was ready to go to Gurukulam, he asks his mother, Jabala, Mom, when I go to the teacher's house to join there as a student in a Gurukulam, they will ask me some questions. They will ask me what is my name, what is my father's name, what is my gotra. These are the few things the teacher will ask before admitting the student to the Gurukulam. That is the custom. That was the custom those days. Now we fill out application forms for college online, everything is done online. That was different. The lady, Satyakama's mother Jabala, she was a very honest and courageous person. She told the truth to the boy. There was no father in the picture. It was a single parent family, mother and son. Mother says, son, when I was young, I used to work as a domestic help in the houses of homes of many different people, and I committed some indiscretions in my youth, and you were born, and I don't know who the father is or was. This is the truth. You say this exactly as it is to the teacher. Don't hide the truth. Truth is unpleasant, painful, but you have to courageously adhere to the truth and say exactly what happened. This is what happened. Satyakama was a very courageous boy. His name was very appropriate, Satyakama, one who always sticks to the truth. no matter what the consequences be. He goes to the teacher's house. Maridrimata Gautama was the teacher. And the teacher asks him the traditional questions. What is your name? The boy says, my name is Satyakama, sir. What is your father's name? I don't know, sir. What is your gotra? I don't know, sir. How come you don't know your father's name? How come you don't know your gotra? The son, Satyakama, the boy, says exactly what the mother had said. When my mother was very young, she was working as domestic help in various homes, and I was born, and she does not know who my father was, and I don't know who my father was or is, and I don't know my gotra. This is the truth, sir. The teacher, Gautama, was greatly impressed by the courage of this young boy to tell the truth as it is. He could have made up some name, Parashara Gotra, Bharadwaja Gotra, something, some name, it was easy to make up. He didn't do it. He told the truth, though it was unpleasant and painful, it was the truth, and he stuck to the truth. The courage we see in Satyakama. Then he sought the Guru. The Guru was greatly impressed by the boy's honesty and his adherence to the truth, admits him to the school. In those days, traditionally in the Gurukulam, the pattern of daily life was somewhat like this. Every morning, all the boys will get up early. All the boys live in the teacher's house. Teachers and his wife would take care of the children. Teachers were householders in those days, rishis. Get up early in the morning, take bath in the river or lake, and then attend the morning class. The teacher would teach them all the shastras. Okay, thank you. Sanskritam, Vyakaranam, grammar, logic, all those things. Vedanta Shastras, Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, Prasthanatrayam, everything they will teach. And the students will stay there for 10 years, 12 years, as long as they want. They would go home. Then they would become householders and become teachers. Like this, they would continue the lineage. But the teacher gave a very unusual assignment to Satyakama. The teacher knew Satyakama was not an ordinary boy. He was not an ordinary boy like other students. He was made of extraordinarily strength. He had strength and stuff. So he gave him a very unusual and very difficult assignment. The teacher gave him. He told Satyakama, Satyakama, I have an assignment for you. Will you accept it? Without knowing what it is, Satyakama said, yes sir, whatever you say I will do. I am here to serve you and learn from you. So teacher Maridrimata Gautama calls him and says, you see, I have a lot of cows, cattle. They are all very old and sick, and I cannot take care of them. So will you take care of these cows, old cows and sick cows, and then take care of them until they all become healthy and strong and the number of cows increases in the herd, and when they become 1,000 strong, then you can come back. Until then you are totally in charge of these 400 sick cows. You take them and go. You have to go to the forest and you are on your own. I have no way to assist you. Can you do this? Satyakama was an extraordinarily strong person. When you read Satyakama's story, it is so inspiring. Yes, sir, I will. Not a moment of hesitation. Without batting an eyelid, he said, yes, I will take care of the cows, sir. Imagine a young boy, maybe 8-9 years old, 400 sick cows, taking care of them. To take care of one cow is very difficult, as you know. 400 of them. in the forest, there is no help, alone. He said, yes, extraordinarily strong boy, committed to truth. That inner strength, Satyakama, you see. He takes the cows and drives them away. Teacher told him, come back when we are 1,000 strong. Yes. The boy goes, takes the 400 gold sick cows into the forest, takes care of them with great love, and takes them to places where there is a lot of food available, fodder for the cows, water. Day and night he is with the cows. No school, no class, no grammar, no logic, no Vyakarana, no Sanskritam, no Upanishad, no Vedas. That was how his life was. Many years it takes. It takes 10, 12 years. Because 400 sick cows have to become 1,000 strong, healthy cows. It takes a long time. And this boy is there, alone, taking care of them, day and night, in the forest. No help. He did that. Finally, one day he discovers that there were 1,000 strong cows. His routine was, every day when he was taking care of the cows in the forest, he would get up early in the morning, take bath in the lake, take care of the cows, take them for grazing, take care of them, make sure they get enough food and water, clean them, give them bath. All day he would be with the cows, serving them, taking care of them. At night he would rest, find a suitable place for resting for all the cows and for himself, set up a fire, sit down in front of fire and meditate, and then fall asleep. Like this he did. After many years, one day he discovered there were 1,000 cows. Then he says, it is time for me to go back to my teacher's house. So he starts the return journey. Long distance, those days by all the cows have to walk, he has to walk. Then 4 or 5 days the journey takes to go to teacher's house back. 4 days they travel, day and night they rest, they travel. 5th day morning, Satyakama reaches teacher's ashrama, which he had left many years ago as a boy. Now he is a grown-up youth, 16, 17 years old, well built because he grew up in the lap of nature, no luxuries. Strong body, well built, 1,000 healthy cows standing there in front of the teacher's house. Teacher looks at him. Satyakama, he recognizes him. He has grown up. You have come. So much joy. Then he says, your face is glowing like the face of a Brahmajnani. How did you get this knowledge? Brahmavidi vabhasi somya, kotva anushashasa. Your face is glowing like a Brahmavid, knowledge of Brahman, knowledge of Brahman, Brahmajnani. How did you get this knowledge? Who taught you? Kotva anushashasa. Satyakama says, nobody taught me, no human being taught me, sir. I want you to teach me. Satyakama says, sir, I want you to teach me the knowledge of the self, because knowledge of the self, Brahmajnana or Atmajnana, will become fruitful, will fructify only when it comes through the mouth of a teacher. Guru Mukhena it has to be learned. You cannot learn it by online course. Nowadays whole degree programs are given online. You don't have to go to any classroom, all computer. Lessons will come and you do the assignments and grading, everything will come, exam, everything online. You cannot do that for Brahma. You can do it for computer science and mathematics and history. For Aparavidya you can do. For Paravidya you cannot do. It has to be at the feet of a teacher. Acharya ja eva vidya vidita sadhishtam prapati. Shrutamya bhagavad drishebhya. I have heard from great people like you, Satyakama says, that from Acharya alone, directly, personally, sitting at the feet of the teacher, if somebody acquires knowledge, that knowledge will fructify That will be fruitful, person will become a jnani. Not by reading, not by lectures and classes. So importance of a teacher has been emphasized in the spiritual practice. Among the many paths available for achieving the goal of moksha, many are familiar to us. Bhakti yoga is the most common, most accessible, easy for majority of people. Even a great Advaitic teacher like Shankaracharya, Adi Shankara, though he is known as an Advaitic teacher, he was a great bhakta also. You can't really separate jnana and bhakti at the highest level. They appear to be different in the beginning, but they are all merged. So he says, in his celebrated work, Vivekachudamani, Shankara himself says, of all the paths available to reach highest realization, bhakti is the supreme path. Moksha sadhana samagryam bhakti reva gariyasi. Among all the means, methods available for moksha sadhana, bhakti alone stands supreme. So bhakti yoga. In the 12th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna talks about bhakti yoga. There he also says the same thing. There are two major paths, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. Now Jnana Yoga is difficult for majority of people. The Brahmagyani, an aspirant for a Brahmagyani should develop the conviction that he is not the body and the mind, he is the Atman, and the whole world, including his body and mind, is all unreal. That conviction one should develop and hold on to that conviction under all circumstances. That is the spiritual practice of a aspirant for a Brahmagyana. If I want to become a Brahmagyani that way, I should negate everything, reality of everything, and hold on to the conviction that I am the Atman, I am not the body, I am not the mind, and all this is unreal. I can do that simply theoretically, verbally. Orally I can say I am Brahman. I am Brahmasmi. Anybody can say it. It's not difficult. But can I have that conviction? Am I truthful? Simply saying I am Brahmasmi will not do anything. It is useless to say that one. You should have that conviction. It is very difficult. When I am healthy, nothing is bothering me, nobody is bothering me, I can say I am not the body, I am Brahman. But when I am sick, when something is paining, then toothache is there, stomach headache is there, then the mind will go to the body. It is difficult for the majority of people. So Bhagavan Sri Krishna himself says, the path of jnana, which requires a firm conviction that one is the Supreme Self, and not the body and the mind, and the whole world is unreal. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. That is very difficult for majority of people. Bhakti is easier, more accessible path. Kleshodikatarstesham avyakta sakta chetasam. Avyakta hi gatir dukkham dehavat avapyate. Dehavan, we are all Dehavan, most of us. There may be some exceptions, but I am a Dehavan. I cannot say I am not the body because I have firmly my consciousness is in the body. So for me, for people like me, this Jnana Yoga is very difficult. Tesham kleshaha, their difficulties, adhikatarha is great indeed. Bhagavan Sri Krishna himself says that one. Then he describes the lakshanas of a jnani in the 12th chapter. Chapter 12 is a small chapter, only 20 shlokas are there. Beginning from shloka 13 to 19, in the 7 shlokas, about 20 some qualities of a bhakta are described. Beginning, for example, with adveshta sarvabhuta nam maitra karuna evacha nirmamo nirahankara samudukha sukhakshami. All qualities of a bhakta. These are virtues which we have to cultivate. And if somebody has these virtues, we have to emulate those bhaktas. Follow their example. Ending with Tulya Nindastutir Mauni Santushto Yena Kenachit Aniketas Thervatihi Bhaktiman Me Priyo Naraha. A bhakta should remain unaffected by praise or blame. Tulya Nindastutir Mauni. Ninda means blame, Stuti means praise. People always blame us. For something or other they will blame. If you do A, some people will blame you. You did the wrong thing. Some people will praise you, you did the right thing. You did B, opposite of A, these people will praise you and those people will blame you. You cannot please everybody all the time. A jnani or a bhakta remains unperturbed whether people praise him or blame him. Swami Vivekananda was in this country. He spent 7 weeks in the summer of 1895 in a small cottage in 1,000 Island on St. Lawrence River near Canadian borders, 4 miles south of Canadian border. That's now acquired by the Vedanta Society of New York, Ramakrishna Vivekananda Center. And there he stayed for 7 weeks and gave classes. When he was there in 1,000 Island Park, he was in a very exalted mood. Only about 10-12 American devotees were there in those days. He used to attend morning, evening classes, and he would go into samadhi. In an inspired mood, he composed a poem in English. It's called the Swami de Sannyasi, 13 stanzas are there. There he wrote in one stanza, for a jnani, there is no concern about the condition of the body. That somebody blames, somebody praise, body is well or ill, jnani remains unaffected. Heed then no more how body lives or goes. Its task is done. Let karma float it down. Let one put garlands on, another kick this frame, say not. No praise or blame can be. Where praise or praised and blame or blamed are one. Thus be thou calm, sannyasin bold, say, Om Tat Sat. That is the practice of Jnana Yoga. That somebody blame me, somebody kick me, somebody put me garlands, somebody praise me. Whatever happens to me or my body and mind, I am not the body or the mind, I am the Atman, I remain totally unperturbed. Nothing shakes me. Yasmin sthito na dukkhena gurunapi vichalyate. Shankara, Sri Krishna Bhagavan says in the 6th chapter of the Gita, Shloka 22. That is the highest state that human being can achieve. There is nothing higher than that anybody can achieve. All other human accomplishments pale in comparison to that achievement of Atma Jnana or Brahma Jnana. Yam labdva chaparam labham manyate nadikam tataha yasmin sthito na dukkhena gurunapi vichalyate. That is the highest state that we can reach. Now that is the path that is recommended, Jnana Yoga or Bhakti Yoga. Bhagavan himself says, of these two, Bhakti Yoga is easier. Because Jnana Yoga is difficult for those who are body conscious people. We are all body conscious people. No matter what we read in the Upanishads and what we say in speech, our awareness